Good evening. I'm Father Castor still, and I've been asked this evening to talk about or describe the religious sense. First, sort of maybe a difficulty with that expression, the religious sense. The word religious sounds like religion, and that might make our minds go automatically to the things that we do in order to sort of feel connected or try to connect with that which is beyond us. And the religious sense, as I'd like to describe it, doesn't have to do with that, with those things we normally think of as religion, organized bodies, organized forms of prayer, ways of structuring human life. I'd like to talk about it as something that comes before all those other things that we normally think of when we think of religion. The religious sense in a human being is innate. It means every human being is born with it, and I think it's best to describe it as openness to reality. When a child is born, a child doesn't burst forth into the world, into this new reality that is separate from its mother. It doesn't burst forth into the world closed off to what is suddenly before it. And that can help us understand what the religious sense is. We're born with an openness to reality, to that which is before us, the atmosphere and other human beings, and rocks and stones and trees and rivers and animals and the things that we can explore on a microscopic level. We have this openness in each of us to reality. And the reason we have that openness is because it moves us. That natural openness to what's around us is meant to move and to motivate us towards reality in and of itself, or that which is responsible for reality. So we're born open. We could say in 21st century language, we're born with an open mind. And in the religious sense, is that open-mindedness to reality. It's what affirms that the senses that I have are meant to draw me into an engagement with reality, not to push me back from it. That the inquisitiveness that I have, the curiosity that I have about the things that are around me, even about myself, is meant to draw me into reality, not push me away from it. So the religious sense is that capacity in me that makes me open to all that's around me, that makes me ask questions about everything that's around me, including the standard fundamental questions that everyone thinks of when they talk about religion, the questions of meaning. Who am I? Why do I exist? Does my life have meaning? Does somebody find me lovable? Am I lovable? Is there such a thing as love? These questions of meaning are all tied into that innate openness to reality. Without that, we wouldn't ask questions. Without that sense of openness, we wouldn't engage with what's around us. We would protect ourselves and segregate ourselves from it, but we wouldn't explore it. And in all the ways, the rich ways in which human beings have explored and are continuing to explore reality, all of those ways flow out of and are meant to flow back to this sense in us that wants to reach out to reality in and of itself, reality in its simple and most definitive expression, the reality that we call God.